What's going on, guys? Adam Ilcity here with Straight Yak, coming to you from my home. Once again, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing a tutorial video on how to set up a foot steering kit on your brand new Native Titan X. So on nativewatercraft.com, they have foot steering kits that are set up and ready to be shipped out to you guys. You just got to install them on your kayak, and they're for roughly around 60 bucks. So fairly cheap process to being able to steer your kayak, keeping your hands free, utilizing your feet, and utilizing a stern mounted motor. Okay, these are your Torqeedos and your Newports, and so being able to fish alongside the bank, keeping your hands free, being able to cast and keep your line in the water at the same time while steering your kayak is a huge advantage. And so many tournament fishermen and even avid anglers just utilize this process because you can't beat it on being able to cover water and being able to fish effectively. So without further ado, guys, we're going to jump into this tutorial. I'm going to show you the steps that you're going to take to be able to put this kit on, but also the tools that you're going to need, and then you decide if this is a project you want to take on. It's a fairly easy project, so trust me, when you follow this video, you'll understand that it's not that hard. Anyways, guys, if you're brand new to the channel, please hit that like and subscribe button down below. But hey, let's jump into this. Let's set up that foot steering kit here on Straight Yak'd. Alright guys, I'm bringing you over here at the boat. I'm going to show you exactly what you're going to need to do in order to set this up. Okay guys, here are the tools that you're going to need. You're going to need to get yourself an impact, maybe a drill of some sort. If you're not confident in being able to use sort of the power tools, I mean, obviously make sure you guys have a manual screwdriver, just a simple Phillips. Obviously your bits for your impact, and then my impact, you know, I have, you know, my drill bits that I can use with it too. That's all you really need. Get yourself a box cutter of some sort, some sort of fishing wire. This is just a simple cable. I like to keep a little bit around just for this purpose, being able to fish your cord, or your cordage, I guess, through the hull of your boat. And then of course a little bit of tape to be able to attach your spectra cord to your fishing tool of whatever it is that you're using. And then obviously you guys are going to need the Titan X, the 12.5 or 10.5 steering kit from Native Watercraft. Alright guys, I'm going to show you what's inside the kit, what should come with your kit. The first thing is you're going to need pedals. Alright, this is what's really cool about these pedals. These are the angled pedals, which while your feet are dangling over, you're going to be able to steer and keep your feet. It's a little bit more ergonomically designed and it's more comfortable. So you're going to need two of them. You're going to need the brackets. And these are the brackets that are going to go on. And that's where your foot pedals are going to attach to these, and you're going to be able to slide this back and forth. Okay. And then lastly, you're going to need the hardware. Okay, and this is what comes in the hardware package here. Okay, so you got two spools of spectra cord. Those are going to be what you steer with. You've got four of these. They're called what are they called? They're port plugs. Okay, and these things here, that's where your line is going to go in. That's what's going to get connected technically to your boat. And then 4 1/4-20 screws. All right. Step one, once you have all your tools, you've got your steering kit, you're going to look down here. This is where your foot steering brackets are going to go. See these two screws? These are 2 1/4-20s. Again, 2 1/4-20s. Okay. So let's go ahead and remove the screws and install the bracket. All right, Now, if you want to save those quarter 20s that are in your kit, you can use these guys as well. Don't over tighten these guys. That's why, especially if you're utilizing plastic or polyethylene boats like this, you don't want to strip these things out. And also, quick tip, all right, see how you got one spot here, it's long, and then one spot, it's a just straight, you know, hole, all right? That allows you to kind of adjust it a little bit, or, you know, if whatever you're using isn't totally set up right as far as the inlay of the screws, always put this one at the front. Okay. All right, step 2, you're going to take these brackets here is what's going to hold your foot pedal, all right? So these are just going to slide simply into here. Yep, just like that. Okay, that's how your foot pedals are going to work. Step 3, you're going to take your foot pedals and put them on. All right, guys, now you're going to take your bag of hardware here, all right, and you're going to go ahead and take out these guys, all right. That is your port plugs or beveled inserts. I don't know what the heck you want to call them, but they're great because all you got to do is you got to drill a hole here and just pound those in. And they sit, and they're pretty tight too. They're automatically locking, as you can tell the grooves on there, so you don't really need to add any silicone or anything like that. All right, guys, here comes the scary part, or it's really not that scary. You're going to be drilling into your boat now. You're going to have 4 points where you're going to be drilling holes into. Okay, you got your 2 entry points, your spectra cords, and then your exit points. The way you find out where to drill is you take your foot pedal, you push this all the way up until it aligns with this vertical piece right here. And what you're going to notice is that straight across right here is going to be where you're going to drill. That's going to be the spot where you're going to put in your tubing ports, okay? Or spectra ports. I don't even know what the heck you call these things. All right. So somewhere right about here is where you're going to want to drill. You know, I like to try to make sure everything is completely equal to the other side. So sometimes, you know, I'll measure just to make sure, you know, but it's fairly simple. See this little piece right here? Just go straight down, right about there. And the same thing on the other side, okay? Let's get to drilling. All right, first step here to drilling your holes, get yourself a pilot hole. Go with a smaller drill bit. And then you're going to need your 3/8. Then You're going to take this guy right here. You're just going to push it in. Look at how clean that looks. That looks so clean. That's where your cord's going to go into. Put your pilot hole. 3/8. Get your other port. Push that right in. Clean. That is clean right there. Clean and sexy. So, they made it real easy for you back here. Again, you've got your point here and point here. Go back to your 3/8. All right, there's your 2 points drilled out for your exit on your spectra cord. Push that guy in there. In there. There you go. Now the last thing you guys are going to do is obviously you're going to run your spectra cord from this point here. See the hole? That goes into your foot brace or your foot bracket. Run it through here. Run it through the rest of the boat and come out here. Now, this is why Titans are awesome, or at least Titan X's, okay? See this? You've got access to the hull. See this? You've got access to the hull. See here? Access to the hull. See here? Access to the hull. All right, so they made this as easy as possible, being able to fish your cord all the way up. You might not even need a fishing cable, okay? So let's go ahead and give this a shot. All right, guys. Next step, what you're going to do is you're going to take your spectra cord here. You're going to unravel it. Once it's unraveled, you're going to fish this line all the way through. Now, here's a thing that a lot of people don't realize. Don't just start from here and go in the back, because it is kind of difficult to get this up over into that. So start from the back or the stern of the kayak. Fish that thing all the way through. Now, as you can tell down here, I've got all this open. This is why Titan X's are awesome. You see this? I've got access to the hull. I took off the plate there. I've got access to the hull here. Took that out. I've got access to the hull here, which is your battery box. Then I've got access to the hull here, which is again that plate. And then you'll see what I mean, that you'll need to take all that out. See, I got my line here. Continue fishing through. Grab your line. We've got it there all the way through. And the last thing you're going to do is just fish this up in. Here's a little trick. Don't put those in just yet. I screwed up. Push these portholes back out, or these line ports. Well, I don't think it really matters. All right, guys, a little bit of a sort of a quick adjustment. If you guys have already installed these, that's fine. There's a way around it, but if you can, avoid installing these until you've fished your line through both ends, okay? Just a quick little tidbit. But if you had already installed these, that's fine. Get yourself some 40-pound braid. Stick it in here. Get that braid out. Tie this bad boy up. Couple overhand knots should do the trick. Pull that guy through. All right. Once you got that, go tie that guy off. All right. We got that run all the way through, and there's our connection. So next step is go ahead and do it to the other side. All right, there you have it, guys. We've got our lines ran through. We've got our foot pedals installed. Last thing we got to do is get this torpedo bracket on, get our torpedo on, then just adjust the length of these things, and we should be good to go. Oh, it's hot out here. All right, guys. So this last part is fairly simple, but I want to try to give you guys the best chance on trying to make sure that you guys have the full range of motion in your foot pedals. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to take the right side, you're going to push this all the way up as far as it goes. You're going to come back here and you're going to pull your motor as far to the starboard side, okay? And then what I have, and I suggest getting these, you can tie it off straight to the motor if you want, or, so here you got these night eyes. The night eyes I think are the best. They're stainless steel, fairly easy to use. And what you're going to do is you're going to pull this thing just until your foot pedal starts to move. And that's going to be your point to measure from. So we're going to go right about there. You might have to adjust it a little bit here and there just to get that as tight as possible. All right. So we got that on. If you come over here, if I pull this way, the motor should turn. That's what you want. Next step is come back over here, turn the motor all the way to the other side. Get this foot pedal all the way up. Come in here and do the same thing. So we want to turn to the right, starboard side, and now we want to turn to the left. We got our foot pedals. Now, if you want to adjust, and if you look at it this way, if these foot pedals align where they're both straight, and you come back here, and your motor is straight, you are good to go. And the last thing you guys will have to do, and this is just on the water stuff, is when you get out on the water, you could just adjust these foot pedals. You know, if you got shorter legs, you just move that foot pedal up, and then you could still do the same thing, okay? You'll move this one up, obviously the same amount. And again, they're level. Come back here, you're straight on. And there you go, guys. You have your steering set up on your Native Titan X. All right, guys, there you have it. That is setting up your foot steering kit on your Native Titan X. Guys, again, if you want to purchase this, I've got a link in the description. You can follow right to there to be able to get your own foot steering kit, or just simply go to nativewatercraft.com and search Titan X foot steering kit, and it should pop right up, okay? Again, roughly around 60 bucks, so fairly decent price on being able to get your kayak mobile utilizing a stern mounted motor. So thanks for watching, guys. Again, if you're new to the channel, please hit that like and subscribe button down below. But until next time, hopefully you get out on the water, get yaked. Thanks for watching Straight Yak'd.